Hey guys, what's going on? Maker64 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Subnautica. In the last episode, I will tell you what we did in the last episode in just a minute, so hold on a second here. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay. Oh, yeah. How my babies doing? Oh, they are doing well. My cute little cuttlefish here. Now, if the stalker could, stop trying to eat them, that'd be great. Okay, what we did in the last episode, we explored the brine pool, which I have just now learned it's actually called the Lost River. So yeah, I explored the Lost River a lot more. My thing is smoking for some reason. I explored the brine pool. I discovered one of the disease research facilities, and one of the worst things ever happened. As you can see, for a quick glance right there, if you can see my hands, they have the green on them. That means the Kara is spreading. Excuse you. See my hand? It's all cracked and stuff like that. And how it has green and stuff like that. The Kara is spreading through my body, and it's getting worse. So that is not good. That is one of the worst things that could ever happen. And yeah. So we need to find a way to get this thing done. Wow, it feels so weird to actually play. I haven't played in like forever. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... Oh! I got out of my sea moth. Ah! That could have been bad. Okay, so, I don't have it. Okay, well. Never mind then. What I'm going to do is, if you remember, I actually tried to find the other, Sancho right there, and freaking Stalker. I hate that I accidentally released him so freaking close to the thing. I'm probably gonna have to kill him, I don't know. But, if you remember, in the last episode, I tried to do something. What is this? Reactor rod. Use this to power nuclear reactors. What? Excuse you? What? Spinefish. Oh yeah, never eat the antenna. Oh yeah, because last time I ate that too. But in the last episode, entirely bland, dehydrated, but keeps well. I tried to find another alien base thing, and I couldn't find it. I could only find well, I found the other. Gosh, okay, I need to stop playing. I need to stop playing so I can actually concentrate on what I'm trying to say. I tried to find a alien thing where I needed a purple tablet. In the last episode, I tried to find that. I couldn't find it, but I actually found something better. I found one of the disease research facilities, which also means I also found a lot of stuff. There's like a lot of things I need to read. Advanced blueprints, bacterial infection report. Yes, that's what my hands look like right there. And it's bad. Bacterial infection report. You have been affected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time, 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficiency. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine, investigate the mechanisms which have enabled. Excuse you. Hey. Gosh, so rude. Investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhabit the symptoms of the infection. Ray species on 4546b. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546b, each adapted to different environments. The specimens are 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays are likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved in deep ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting, a fast and fearsome stalker of smaller creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they have first evolved, with other are relatively more recent adaptations of new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. What? So all the rays have poisonous flesh? How does that work? Alien egg. Did I read this? I don't think I read this. Alien eggs. Evidence suggests that a substantial number, if not all, the local species reproduce through egg laying. Eggs can be found resting on the seafloor, buried beneath detritus, I don't know, or even wedged into cracks in the rocks. Different species likely favor different biomes as their nesting grounds. Eggs discovered in the wild are in some form of natural stasis, like awaiting ideal conditions in which to hatch or deliver some vital enzyme which will kickstart the process. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior. However, it may be possible to stimulate a hatching response if an egg is relocated to a substantial alien containment unit, just like what I did. Blueprints. Power. Nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactor. Renewable energy sources will usually be sufficient for maintaining a small outpost. For everything else, there's nuclear power. Okay, I thought I saw something in the background. Powered up to 4 replaceable uranium reactor rods. Do not attempt to replace reactor rods without a full radiation suit. Do not attempt to overclock the reactor. Nuclear is ideal for energy-intensive operations such as self-sufficient colonies supporting more than 20 people, industrial outposts operating multiple docks, and heavy machinery, research stations housing live specimens. So that means I need to use... Okay, fine, gosh. She won't get off my back because of it. So that means I need to use live specimens for that? Are you kidding me? Alien floral research. Local plants being held in stasis. The aliens evidently sought an extensive knowledge of the planet's ecosystem, which would have been necessary to supply any live specimen research. Huh. Research equipment. A large laboratory, or laboratory, as some people say. A large laboratory table and accompanying scanners incorporate technologies far beyond our current level of understanding. Hypotheses. Equipment maintenance, staff maintenance, specimen analysis, specimen gene manipulation. I felt like I watched back on some episodes and I felt like that I read that already when I researched probes. The provenance and facing of these alien devices suggest they are some kind of probe or sensor. The subject would have seemed to be the vast skeleton in the center of the cavern. The attached cable network may lead to a remote power station or data hub. Assessment. Investigate. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. So basically a warper. This life form shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Graphing. Why the heck did I say grafting? It's graphing. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Assessment. Programmable hunter/killer. Avoid. So that means that the warpers were basically made. They took, apparently, these alien things, whatever these researchers were doing, they took this creature and they genetically enhanced some of its stuff and they replaced some of its parts with mechanical parts to make it to where it can warp. Basically. That's why it says programmable hunter/killer. This thing was made with mechanical parts mixed in with a little bit of natural parts. Oh yeah, also in the one research facility where I actually had the Kara actually show in that disease research facility, we found out that the warpers were actually made there, because I saw one that picture that was just right there. That picture that's what was hanging in the disease research facility. Also, a warper part was in there too. Warper parts. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility. So yeah, the warpers were made. Screw you, aliens! Whoever made that, you have done a lot of stuff that I did not like. Damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speeds. Exterior anchor cable impact with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. Collision with C4. Breaches detected in containment unit 7. Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning: infected individuals may not leave the planet. So I can't leave the planet. That's why the sunbeam. That's why the alien gun thing. That's why it shot down the sunbeam, is because I was infected, and it sensed that thing was coming to the planet, so it shot it down. And I guess if I tried to leave, it would shoot me down too, I guess, because infected individuals may not leave. I can't leave. Did I read this? I don't think I read this. Let's read this. This is an episode of reading. Alien data terminal. Discovered inside an alien facility, it was not possible to translate any useful information. However, scans have returned some information on the device itself. It is likely a solid-state computer, although there is no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It is likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device and to communicate back. The mental processing power is required to perform this kind of telepathy, which would imply that designers were considerably more psychologically developed than the common human. Assessment for the research required. Enforcement platform schematic. This dataset appears to be a multidimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal workings. Construction material. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam synthesized from operable materials. There is no indication that can be damaged or destroyed by available means. Power. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate self-sustaining power plant located somewhere else on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence the designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. Layout. The facility consists of the upper engineering section where the schematic was found and the control room, which is accessed via a security sealed elevator shaft or separate underwater moon pool. Control. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Okay. Fauna reproductive data. Extensive alien research data on the local fauna with a special focus on their reproductive methods, core conclusions have been synthesized. The aliens discovered the life forms on the planet have just one sex. They observed local organisms engaging in asexual reproduction. All healthy individuals tested were capable of egg laying. Eggs usually require genetic material from another of the species. In rare cases, only one parent was required with evolutionary mutation introduced by the effects of the environment itself. Research appears to have focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between parent and child. So basically they were going the whole Jurassic Park way, where all the dinosaurs were either male or female, and species, like in real life, some species of animals can go from male to female in a single sex environment. So basically, they can change their gender depending on the environment and just like what's going on. Basically, this is what it was happening right here. Is that some of these alien fish can change their sex, which means they can lay eggs. So that's just great. And I think I read that before. I think I read that in the last episode. I can't remember. Or like in the episode that I recorded today. Because honestly, I'm recording these like in increments and just like... And like the episode that I uploaded today, which is going to be... Like this is going to be in like... I'm saying in the future and past tense of what I just recorded. If that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just been, I have a lot of episodes to look over just to make sure everything recorded properly and I didn't miss anything that I was trying to say. I have a lot of episodes to look over. I'm just saying that. And also, why do I still have this? This is nothing. I had that in earlier and I totally forgot to take it out. Yes, Karen, thank you. Kara contagion profile. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as Kara. Discovery first encountered during routine network expansion on Outer Worlds. Pandemic development network or pandemic development network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to the was contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths 143 billion individuals. Holy crap. Bacterial mechanisms attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Oh crap. Symptoms Stage 1 gradual immune system failure. Stage 2 green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. Stage 3 unpredictable altercations to biological structure. Stage 4 complete shutdown of extensive functions. Oh crap. I'm already on stage 2. Emergency steps taken. Core world quarantine bacterial sample distributed to isolate disease research facilities for vaccine development. Treatment procedure unknown. Well, crap. Specimen data. Specimen research data. A catalog of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper. It shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptoms remission to exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors. Shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimens too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting sites. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small samples of eggs have been retained to continued high priority search on Leviathan hygiene mechanisms. Large carnivore Theta. Off-site lab established to study remains shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Identified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned. This Leviathan species has been assigned designer Sea Emperor. Bones sampled from the Emperor specimen indicate some potential for Kara immunity. A single species captured for study at purpose-built containment facility constructed in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers? What the heck is a kilometer? I don't even know what that is. Is that further? Well, I'm pretty sure a kilometer is farther than a meter. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the Emperor's specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempt to develop a vaccine. So they were looking for a Sea Emperor, and apparently they were trying to get the Sea Emperor, and it could maybe make a vaccine. Is what they were saying? Okay, so well then, I don't know what that. Let me just eat. There we go. Okay, so, also, what else? No, not that. Okay, yes. Okay. So looks like we got everything there. Indigenous life forms. Holy crap, there's 21 of these things. Sorry, guys, I know this is taking a long time, but we're gonna get here. Bone Shark, I read that already. Crashers, I read that. Mesmer, I read that. River Prowler, I haven't read this one yet. I remember what I read in the last episode, or last episode. I'm not getting into that, okay? Gosh dang it. River Prowler, a fast, agile predator discovered at great depths. 1. Jaws. Powerful jaws used for both scavenging prey and warding off larger predators. 2. Torso. Its eel-like torso is highly vulnerable considering predominantly of spinal column and cartilage. It shows significant overlap with other eel-like predators on 4546b. 3. Attack profile. It will aggressively keep its jaws facing its opponent, but smaller, faster life forms may have the advantage. Assessment: avoid. Okay. Okay, so that's it on the carnivores. Let's go to deceased. Ancient fossilized skeleton. I think I read this before, but I'm going to read it again just because I want to, because it's awesome, because I found this. Like, what the heck? Ancient fossilized skeleton. The skeleton of a million-year-old armor carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of this size, with more open geography and many more individual in the Leviathan range. So that means that I found, or that would have been like the largest Leviathan. Yeah, gargantuan fossil. You said this thing was, like, would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet? No, this is the largest. Gargantuan fossil. The fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting the geography of the planet has shifted around. It has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Data at approximately 3 million years old. Ribcage measurement suggests the creature was eel-like in structure. Calculations suggest this is only the front third of the specimen. What? The remains now support a vibrant microcosm of life. Note: there are a series of precise, angular indentions on the ribcage, suggest a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time. Is that the aliens? Makes the Leviathan fossils. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure that some of these things were... Yeah, the mixed Leviathan fossils was in the disease research base that I found in the last episode, like the actual last episode. Mixed Leviathan fossils. These fossils likely came from the ancient ancestor of the Leviathan, which inhabit the planet today. The relative size and delicacy of the bones suggest they were formed part of the ear canal or some other complex internal structures. I read that last time. Remains of research specimen. That's the research specimen? Okay, remember when I was reading about and they said like something about a research specimen? This is the remains of it! The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. 1. Habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, the specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. Huh. Oh, and also, I can't believe it's taking me this long to point this out, but if you notice how the thing is like bouncing up and down, that's because if I let it go, it's going to be at the bottom and I can't read it that well. So I have to do this because it helps. 2. Evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinct double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. This species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. So, this was the remains of the research specimen that the aliens were working on, and it was left there to die or something, or got killed. But dang. Ribcage samples. A display case containing an array of rib cages harvested from the indigenous life forms. This is a particular focus in this instance on vertebrate skeletal structures, while some of the skeleton match organisms encountered on the planet. So far, most cannot be matched with confidence, suggesting either that they are species out there not yet accounted for, or that they have become extinct since these samples were collected. Huh. Okay, I need to go out and get some more water. Sea dragon skeleton? What the heck? Sea dragon? We have a sea empress, a sea dragon, or like a sea emperor, or like sea emperors. I forgot like what it was, but what the heck? We have a sea emperor, sea dragon. What the heck? At least this one's dead. Sea dragon skeleton. The semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan class predator. 1. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it was likely the cause of death, and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. This is the thing that destroyed the research facility? It's not even subtle. It clearly says it right there. This thing destroyed that research facility. Holy crap. Something in the environment has helped to preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Oh, please tell me it didn't get to lay any eggs. Please. I don't want it to have laid eggs because I don't want to know what a sea dragon is. Okay, now hold on, guys. Hold on for a second. I need to check something real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, I went back to see something. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter. Closing at high speeds. Exterior anchor cable impact with massive force. The sea dragon destroyed it. Destroyed the freaking thing. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Was that the Kara or something like that? Now I don't want to say anything or speculate because I'm not good at speculations like that. But if they were housing the Kara, the sea dragon unleashed it. If that's what, yeah, Kara contagion profile. I think they were studying the Kara, and when the sea dragon ran into it, he unleashed it. Is what I'm thinking. Because if they weren't studying the Kara, they wouldn't have a Kara contagion thing. Okay. Cuttlefish. Oh my goodness! His threat level is super low. Is because I guess he can't hurt you. Oh my goodness. Cuttlefish, a small, gray-colored herbivore, the cuttlefish displays high levels of intelligence, curiosity, and attachment. Strangely, this specimen has not been encountered in the wild, and the scanned specimen had to be artificially hatched with an alien containment unit, which I did. 1. Life cycle. In the absence of wild specimens, little can be known for certain about the cuttlefish's life cycle. It is possible that the environmental conditions have changed, forcing the species to the edge of extinction and leaving its eggs in permanent stasis. It is also possible the cuttlefish has been genetically altered or even imported to 4546b from another world. Behavior. We do know that the cuttlefish is a herbivore, which displays highly social behavior in its interspecies interactions, as was observed in Earth's dolphins before their extinction. What? Earth's dolphins went extinct? This creature seems to understand the concept of other minds, the prime indicator of true sentence, and attempts to communicate with a series of chirps and chirrups. 3. Interaction. Evidence suggests the cuttlefish is capable of understanding and following simple commands in addition to assessing the emotional state of individual around it and responding in kind. Assessment. Emotional connection between living creatures is an essential component of psychological health. So if I take them out of their containment, can I do stuff with them? And the ghost ray, the threat level, is a little higher than the cuttlefish, so that means that it has the smallest increment of threat. Ghost ray. This ray species has adapted to deep sea conditions. Its body is fully protected by a translucent skin, and its large wings are capable of generating considerable thrust. 1. Poisonous flesh. Great. That's probably why it has a tiny increment of threat, because it has poisonous flesh. As is common for rays on 4546b, the ghost ray's flesh is inedible, making it one of the most resilient herbivores. 2. Feeding behavior. Feeds on plant matter that has settled on the ground in deep sea caverns. Assessment. Inedible. Okay, so after I'm done reading this, I'm going to do something with the cuttlefish, if I can. Ugh. Spinefish. Small school, mentally prey fish. Closely related to the hoopfish. 1. Gray coloration. A combination of near translucent flesh with a white rib-like markings give this fish a deathly appearance. It takes advantage of this to avoid attention of its predators. 2. Behavior. Moves in schools for protection, but it will disperse and flee if necessary, whereon those fortunate enough to escape the gaze of their assailant will make for the seafloor and hide amongst the detritus. I don't know what that means. Assessment. Edible. Low calorie count. I love how that's the only assessment. Leviathans. I think I read this one last time. Yeah, I think I already read that. Sea Treader. Yes, I remember. I think I did this one in the last episode too, and I mean like the actual last episode also. I think I did that. This thing has a threat. That's kind of strange. It didn't seem to threaten me. Not that I found. Sea Treader Leviathan, a vast bipedal leviathan which roams the reefs in herds, grazing the seafloor. 1. Antenna. The antenna on the creature's head can detect a range of scents, helping a sea treader to find fresh gazing pastures avoiding the path of large predators, and sense chemical signals from other of the kind. 2. Carapace. Thick armor protects the creature from attack by all but the largest of carnivores. 2 legs extend from the rear. 3. Elongated snout. Used to siphon up plant material from the seafloor and maintain balance. 4. Behavior. Large herds would decimate the flora of a single area, thus encouraging the sea treader's migration behavior. Families keep their young towards the center of the herd, and parents will lash out at overcurious interlopers in search of an easy meal. Assessment. Sea treader herds may unearth material deposits as they churn up the sand. Ah. Scavengers and parasites. Amoeboid. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. I think it's amoeboid. I think I actually read that one. Whatever. A simple non-sentient organism found attached to the land with high levels of fossilized organic matter. It feeds on the matter. It feeds on this matter until it reaches maturity, at which point it divides to create 2 new genetically identical offsprings, and the cycle continues. Okay, so yeah, so basically it's an amoeba. So I guess you would pronounce that as amoeboid. I guess I'm not sure. Shuttle bug. Ew, those things. Remember those. And flora. We're almost done here. Bloodroot. Bloodroot. These root systems generally extend from one cave wall to another. 1. Coiled root system. Where this root system breaks through into open waters, its tendrils coil around one another for enhanced structural integrity. 2. Cave wall rooting. Where the root meets the cave wall, it penetrates into the rock and continues to grow, albeit at a slower rate. Both bloodroots and blood vines produce blood oil pustules, confirming that they are, in fact, one and the same flora species. The majority of the root system thrives within the rock itself, occasionally breaking into open water to reach untapped mineral resources and generating vines which feeds on water-based nutrients. Okay, cool. I'm glad I know that now. Bulb bush. I remember doing that. I can actually, yeah, I remember. It's actually edible in small quantities. It has a high water count, so that's pretty cool. I read that last time, I believe. Ghostweed. I haven't read this one. Ghostweed grows exclusively in deep waters, where its pale pigmentation is visible on the fewest wavelengths. And giant cove tree. Yes, I remember scanning this. It has a threat level. What? But the threat level is pretty much off the border, kind of like a cuttlefish's. Giant cove tree. A vast tree encountered in a deep cove, and the only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is surrounded by rays grazing on its pink outer leaves. 1. Bark. A hardy, fast-growing bark covers the outside of the tree. Minuscule organisms inhabit the notches on the surface. 2. Ghost leviathan eggs. What? The tree's branches are wrapped around a number of maturing eggs belonging to species designated ghost leviathan. What? Where? Is it on the ground? I want to go back there and I want to see if I can get an egg. This tree appears to be an ancient nesting ground. The eggs were laid when the tree was young, and now the branches protect and grow with them as they await the right conditions to hatch. Oh, never mind. I can't get them. I guess I can't get them. Holy crap! That was a lot of reading. That pretty much took up the entire episode. Good gosh! I thought I was actually going to get somewhere today, but apparently not. And that's a picture I accidentally took. And what is this? Oh, cooked spinefish, cured spinefish, orange tablet. Wait, I actually need this. I need 2 diamonds. Okay, that's not that bad. I'm just doing this just because I can do the lighter build for enhanced maneuverability. What? I don't know why I would need that. I don't know how much freaking air that gives, or if it takes away anything. I would like the hull enforcement for the thing. I need lithium. 4 diamonds? Are you kidding me? Good gosh. Seamoth torpedo system. I need to get aerogel from that. I don't even know what that is. Seamoth sonar. A dedicated system for detecting and displaying topographical data on the HUD. Ooh, that would probably be good. It's a whole bunch of prawn suit stuff I don't even have. Gas torpedo releases a cloud of toxic gas. Load this to a torpedo bay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually need a gas pod for that. That would be pretty cool to get. That's a whole Cyclops thing right here. Don't have it yet, so I can't get a Cyclops apparently. Because I don't even have that. I need 1 more, and I need 2 more of that, so that's pretty cool, I guess. You'll upgrade console. I need to get another one of those things because I accidentally took mine away. So I need a computer chip or copper wire. I can do that. I'm probably gonna have to kill that stalker outside because I don't want him to be crashing into the thing where the things are. Yes. Synthesizes hydrating caffeine-free coffee. Can I? Synthesizes hydrating caffeine-free coffee. Can I get that? 2 titanium. Can I actually build that? Does that give me anything? I have enough titanium. I could probably build that, but I'll probably... You know what? I'll do it. I'll see. I'll see if I can do that real quick. Oh, crap. I'm getting low on this stuff, so, Man, I'm so glad I actually got this. Because doing this actually gives me a lot of water. It gives me 3 water and 10 food. So basically, I am in no need of food, since it gives me 10 each time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to see if I can actually build this. I need to build that, though. Nuclear reactor? Good gosh. I don't know if I need that. Okay. Let's just do this right here. I just want to see what it does. Oh. I accidentally got 2. Coffee Americano. It gives me 4 water. Real Italian espresso diluted with tasteless American water. What, am I eating the cup too? Oh my gosh, it actually gives me coffee! Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I need to make a shelf for this. How do I make a shelf? Can I make a shelf? I can make a counter though. Wall shelves. I can make a counter though. I'll put that up right there. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh gosh. Sure. Why not? Okay, and I'll put the poster. Oh, no. Right there? Yes. It's blocking off the bottom. Well, not that much. I can still read it. Awesome. And now I'm going to put my coffee machine right. What? No. Oh, it goes on the wall? Okay, hold on a second here. If it goes on the wall, then I don't need that. Heck yeah. Oh, I could. Thank you. Give me some of that coffee. I had no idea this actually worked. It looks like that I'm missing a cup, but it gives me one anyway. That's the water. Thank you. Yes, I love it. Okay, so this thing only gives me water basically, but it's awesome though. It's called a coffee box. Model 40, Altera Corporation. Oh, that's probably Altera Corporation. That's the place that I work for, or I think I work for. I don't know if I actually work for Altera. I mean, I am using Altera property, so it makes sense. So I need to. Okay, so I'm actually gonna end off this episode here because this has actually gone on for a long time. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, please click the like button down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also, hit that bell icon to become part of the notification code so when I upload. See ya, guys!